In a quiet town by the hills, where the mist rolled over the lake like a sleepy blanket each morning, there was a 1-year-old Labrador retriever named Max. Big, clumsy, loyal, with a tail that wagged so hard it knocked over flower pots. And then there was spring. Everything smelled of damp earth and new life. Flowers peeked through the grass. The air shimmered with warmth. And Max had a habit of chasing butterflies that landed just out of reach. One evening, as the sun melted into the hills, a storm crept in, fast and heavy, the kind that makes leaves shiver and the lake turn to glass. Max was sniffing around the lakeside bushes when something caught his eye. A pale, speckled egg. Cracked. Alone. It rested in a patch of grass, shivering in the cold wind. Max nudged it gently with his nose. A tiny chirp answered. His ears perked up. Another chirp. Faint, but there. And then, thunder. The wind howled. Rain came fast, soaking Max's fur in seconds. He looked toward home. Warm light in the windows. A soft bed waiting. Then back at the egg. Alone. Fragile. Max lay down, curling his body around it, shielding it from the storm. The egg wobbled against his fur. Another tiny chirp. The night was long. Rain pounded the earth. Lightning tore through the sky. Max stayed, his body trembling, but never moving. At dawn, the storm broke. The world, wet and glistening, was still. A small crack widened on the egg's shell. Max lifted his head. A tiny yellow beak poked through. Then a damp, scruffy head. A duckling. It blinked up at Max, let out the softest peep, and waddled straight under his chin. Max's tail thumped the ground, but just then, a shadow. A hawk circled above, wings slicing the morning light. Max stood, muscles tight. The duckling, Pebble, tucked himself against Max's paw. The hawk dipped lower. Max growled, a low, steady sound that rumbled through the ground. The hawk veered off. The danger passed. Max licked the top of the duckling's head. Pebble gave a tiny sneeze, and Max wagged his tail so hard he nearly knocked himself over. And that was it. From that moment, they were a pair. Pebble waddled where Max walked. Max barked when Pebble wandered too far. In that small lakeside town, people started calling them the Storm Brothers. And if you asked Max, he'd tell you without a single word that sometimes the best friendships hatch when you least expect them, even in a storm.